I'm Sergeant Gullion. I'm a military police officer in the Army. I joined the Army in 1999 as an enlisted soldier. My educational background is high school in Northern California. Well, I was involved in the usual stuff because I played baseball and I messed around with remote control airplanes. That's when I started getting into that. I enlisted and started going to college, and now I'm just about finished with my bachelor's degree, which was paid for by the military. My intention was to get some experience so I could become a civilian law enforcement officer. After a few years in the military police corps, though, I discovered it was what I wanted to do. I enjoy the camaraderie that we have in our unit. I enjoy the teamwork and the closeness that I have with my coworkers. The Army has over 200 jobs, and while I'm an MP primarily, I have a secondary skill. I pilot the Raven. It's a remote control airplane that I fly as a sergeant in the U.S. Army. It weighs a little more than 4 pounds. Its primary mission on the battlefield is to provide real-time video, reconnaissance, imaging, and intel through the use of 2 cameras that it has mounted on its nose. While the Raven's made out of plastic and balsa wood, it's got a Kevlar skin and it's almost unbreakable. The Raven's maximum range is about 10 kilometers, or a little over 6 miles. It's fully functional operational up to that distance. I like what I do in the Army because it keeps me busy, it keeps me focused, it gives me a sense of purpose, and I believe it's a very important job that we do.
My name is Paul Tuimavave. I'm a staff sergeant in the United States Army. I lived in American Samoa all my life. As a Samoan, I'm naturally a competitor. I joined the Army in 1998. The Army suits me well because I am an aggressor and I am a competitor. I am a combat engineer, which is 21 Bravo for the United States Army. After I first enlisted, I re-enlisted for airborne school. After airborne school, I went to Fort Bragg and stayed there for 5 years. I was with the 82nd Airborne Division for 2 deployments. It's a great unit. I went to Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom. The way about my job is I get to blow things up and save people's lives. From my experience, we are making a difference in Iraq and in Afghanistan. This is a Talon robot. We use this to provide mobility for all units that are using the route that we're on. Talon robot is very mobile. It can climb stairs, go through tight turns, and it can go 3.5 miles an hour. This is the gripper. It can do a 360. I can control it up to 1,000 meters from my operation control unit. It changed my job drastically because now neither myself or my soldiers are in harm's way.
My name is Sergeant Carlos Garcia. I've been in the Army for almost 3 years now. Well, I decided to join the Army because I wanted to try new things with my life, go different places. I have high school education and I've started taking some college since I've been in the Army. Been on numerous missions in Iraq. I was in Northern Babil at FOB Kalsu. I've been dismount RTO, and we've done route clearances and retransing. My job is a 25 uniform or signal support system specialist. I like my job, it's fun. I get to do new things every day. Well, as a communication sergeant, I get to train new soldiers that come out of AIT and let them learn everything that I've learned. As a 25 uniform, I get to work with radios, computers, satellite communication, and Blue Force Tracker tracking devices. Blue Force Tracker is a computer system that tracks a vehicle from one point to another by using a satellite antenna, and it displays images, gives you situational awareness on the battlefield. Commanders like Blue Force Tracker because they know everything that's going on within 4 seconds.
Staff Sergeant Jacob Diaz. I've been in the service 9 years. For fun, I enjoy watching movies, spending time with friends and family, and playing sports. What made me join the Army is I attended college for 2 years and I wanted a life change. It's intense and a great learning experience. I've attended airborne school in Fort Benning, Georgia. I've attended air assault school in Fort Polk, Louisiana, and I've attended Bradley Master Gunner School in Fort Benning, Georgia. Since I've been in the Army, I've been to Germany, Belgium, Kosovo, Macedonia, Iraq. The Bradley vehicle is a fighting vehicle that identifies and destroys targets. The vehicle will go up to 60 miles an hour. I'm very confident in myself and my team. I know they have my back. What I enjoy most about being in the Army is you learn something new every day.
Hello, my name is Chief Warrant Officer Jared Martinez of the United States Army. I'm a pilot in command of a UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter. I joined the Army when I was 20 years old, May 15th of 2000. Upon 3 years of my original enlistment in the United States Army, I was a fully qualified, fully trained UH-60 Black Hawk pilot. There are more flying opportunities in the Army than there are in the Navy and the Air Force combined. Being a pilot in command for the United States Army requires a lot of attention to detail, a lot of responsibility. I am the leadership for the aircraft and the air crew that follows.
The UH-60 Black Hawk pretty much will do anything the Army asks of it. That's my good friend Steve Freund. We've been flying Black Hawk together for about 2 years. The way I look at flying the Black Hawk, it's the best job in the United States Army. I'm 27 years old, been around the world in the cockpit of a UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter, flying it to the limit.
My name is Specialist Renault. I'm a 15 Tango UH-60 Black Hawk crew chief. My educational background is a high school diploma. I was always a car guy in high school. I enjoyed building little model airplanes, and now I get to work on this. After high school, I didn't really like where my job was going. I was working at Haagen-Dazs. I joined the Army to do something for my country. I wanted to give a little bit back. After I graduated basic training, I went to Fort Eustis, Virginia, Bagram and Kandahar, Afghanistan, PCS recently to Portland, California. I really enjoy being an aircraft crew chief. I've been in the Army for 3 years now. I enjoy being up in the air, working with wrenches and tools and working on the helicopter, getting dirty. During the pre-flight, we inspect the rotor blades, we inspect the main rotor hub, we inspect servos, we inspect flight controls. The helicopter is armed with two 240 Hotel machine guns manned by a door gunner or a crew chief. There's 2 Black Hawk crew chiefs usually on each combat mission. When you're in a Black Hawk crew, we all depend on each other because we're a team. The pilots wouldn't be able to get up in the air without us. We help maintain the aircraft, and if there's something wrong with it, we'd fix it. This is a UH-60 Black Hawk. This is my aircraft.